Hey guys, Tana Ashley here. I want to say thank you guys so much for all your amazing feedback and awesome emails from me opening up about my background with my felony. So I appreciate that and I hope it helped a few people. Today I decided to go ahead and just open up more. That is my goal for the year, to be extremely open with you guys. So some people might think I'm crazy for it. Some people might think I'm too open, but I don't really give a shit. Because I do believe I am put through life lessons in order to help other people. So, and that's my mission in life, is just to get people happy and healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my most recent breakup. You know, I was very public with it online, so I figured I'll give you guys some closure too. It's the right thing to do. So, you know, I had dated a guy for 2 years, and when we met, we just were completely in love. He moved in 2 months after knowing me into my house. And last summer, we ended up having a bad breakup because I went through a really bad depression and I got suicidal, and it was something he couldn't handle at the time. And I have no anger towards, actually, I'm just kidding. I actually had a lot of resentment towards that, which is what led to this breakup. But that's for a whole nother vlog, just because I could get very, very detailed about that and explain why getting over resentment and stuff like that is so important in a relationship and being happy and healthy. So yeah, he left me when I was suicidal, to the point where I was on the bathroom floor telling the people that I love goodbye. So fought through that, got help, and that's kind of when I had this whole spiritual awakening, thanks to my best friend, who I will probably be bringing on a vlog because she's really good at helping, healing people. And yeah, so we ended up, after that month, we decided, let's go ahead and try to work things out. I understood that, I mean, he's a cop, so me being suicidal, like, he deals with that kind of on a daily basis. Like, he has to sit there and talk people out of suicide. He has to see dead bodies. He has to see 3-year-olds who have drowned. He has to see 8-year-old little kids that have been raped. Like, he deals with dark shit. So me being home and being dark was not the healthiest thing for him. So I 100% understood it. And I said, okay, like, you know, I'm healthy now. Let's move forward. And I ended up buying a second house and we moved into that together. And things were great. We like learned how to talk, like absolute best friends, talked about everything, did everything together. And it was a very beautiful, loving relationship. And he was truly like one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met in my life. And I'm beyond thankful for it. And, you know, I was very thankful to date a cop, because I used to always joke with one of my closest girls. She's married to a cop, and I'm like, I want to date a cop, it'd be so fun. And it's not, because the second he walked out that door every day, all I'm doing is praying to God, saying, please just make sure he comes home safe. That's all I care about. People are very, very angry towards cops, and they're very judgmental towards cops. So it was always a worry for me that someone would take his life, because I always do feel the good die young, and that scared the shit out of me. Cause, you know, the reason he chose to be a cop was he wants to get the shitheads off the street. So the people that are breaking into people's houses, killing innocent people, and like the true shitheads, like he wanted to go after people like that. He could give a fuck less if you're like driving without a license or fucking speeding. He could care less. And so that was, I loved his heart, very good guy. And, you know, seeing the shit he had to deal with on a daily basis really opened my eyes and gave me a whole new respect for cops. And I was actually very thankful for that, because I was very scared of cops after my whole felony thing. So, you know, I was very thankful to actually be able to have him come home, tell me about his day, and really understand, like, you know, when a cop pulls you over and they're kind of like a hard ass, like, give me your license, give me this, give me your registration, you know why I pulled you over? And you're like, you know, it's intimidating, it's scary, but it's like you have to kill them with kindness because you have no idea what kind of call they just came from. They could honestly just come from dealing with a little kid being raped or whatever, and it's like that's on their mind. Like, so you can't take it personal. You do have to kill them with kindness. And you know, I think you can always end up in a better situation instead of being an asshole to a cop, because the second you're an asshole to a cop, they're gonna give you every fucking ticket possible. The second you're nice and respectful, they're, you know, sometimes they'll just be like, all right, look, just fucking go, like, leave, just don't do it again. So yeah, that was a very cool experience, I think, but it was also very terrifying because of how evil people are towards cops. But yeah, you know, he's a good person, but it was just very hard to try to figure out a balance of how do I take my business to the next level? How do I become a better person to better serve my clients? How do I take my clients and take them to the next level of happiness and health, and try to figure out how to balance this relationship where, you know, I mean, we worked as a team, but I'm the kind of person that, like, I'm your girlfriend. I'm gonna make sure your ass has breakfast. I'm packing your fucking lunch, and I'm gonna make sure you have dinner when you get home. And I wanna make sure you come home to a clean house. So, you know, it was a lot, and we have 2 dogs. So I was very overwhelmed, and I was tired all the time because it was just like like the juggling act, and I was like, fuck, I just can't do this. Like, it is so difficult for me to do this right now, and you know, I don't want to be with anyone else. Like, there's nothing like that. It's just, I really want to be a better person for my clients, and that was it. And so that was like, honestly, I told him, I just sat down, we talked, and we had a very healthy conversation. And we decided, okay, we'll go our separate ways, and whatever's meant to be will be. But I'm gonna continue to grow and better serve the people that put their trust in me on their fitness journey and their mental journey and all that good stuff. And it was that simple. Like, it's crazy. So many people were like expecting a lot of drama and like stuff like that, but there was none. So, but I learned a lot about myself. I'm not good at balancing things, and that's something I'm working on now. Patience, and I'm a very, very scheduled person. So it's like kind of OCD over that, which I'm trying to work on. But, you know, overall, very, very thankful for the relationship. He showed me that not all guys are pieces of shit. He showed me a very, like, what a relationship should be. And so I was very, very thankful for him. Because right before I had dated him, I was on and off with a psychopathic or a sociopath. I don't really know the difference, but I know he's one of those. I think it was a sociopath. Narcissist. And, you know, that person was very, very evil to me. But I was so involved with him for so long that it was normal to me. And so yeah, when I got into a healthy relationship, that was truly one of the best blessings of my life, and I'm thankful for every moment of it. And I still have nothing bad to say about him. So that's that. And, you know, if you guys want me to go ahead and vlog more about the whole suicidal depression stage, I will be open with that, because, you know, that showed me like my weakest point in my life and how I overcame that, and being open about it. I mean, I'd straight up be at the gym, and like one of the trainers would come up and be like, oh, you're so skinny right now, like what's wrong? And I'm like, I wanna die. And I start bawling, and people are just like, holy shit, like you were so open. But I think it's healthy to talk about because there are people that are fighting battles and we have no idea. So that's why it's like I kind of want to normalize actually talking about it, because thankfully when I went through it, I actually had people to talk to. So yeah, if you guys want me to do a vlog on that, I'm totally fine with that. And eventually I'll get into my narcissistic, psychopath, ex-boyfriend. And then how I dealt with healing and coping with all of this. So, and I just hope that this video helps anyone going through a heartbreak or anything of that sort. Make sure you find peace in yourself. Don't take anything personal. Don't be resentful. Don't be angry. And make sure that you love yourself and put yourself first. So, love you all.